Member for Edmonton Calder, followed by Olds, Didsbury, Three Hills.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And today is a new day and a chance for this government to rethink their tired Conservative strategies that are dragging them down in the polls below 19%, as far as I can see. Backing off on unnecessary attacks on workers' pensions, which independent analysis shows that are well on their way to being fully funded, would be a great start. Will you, to the Finance Minister, will you show Albertans that were tricked into voting you in the last election, that you're going to turn this around, stop dictating changes, and start negotiating for a fair deal?
Honourable President of Treasury Board.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. You know, it's interesting that the honourable member seems to forget that back in July of 2012 was the first time we started talking to the pension boards about the sustainability and survivability, Mr. Speaker, of defined benefit programs. We talked to them then and said over the period of 2012 to 2013 we wanted you to come forward with some proposals and some other ideas that we could use. We did that, Mr. Speaker. At the end of 2013's year end in March, we suggested we would put some more things on the table, and we did that, opened it up for consultation, Mr. Speaker, and in fact the proposals that we now have on the table are different than the ones we presented because we listed.
First supplemental.
Well, Mr. Speaker, given that in 20 locations right across this province, Albertans today rallied against this government's attack on pensions, and given that this government could stop these changes even before they're introduced in the legislature if they had the will to do so, will this Finance Minister commit here today to Albertans to not introduce these sweeping changes to the pensions in this session, or is it just business as usual?
Mr. Speaker, what I will commit to do today is to ensure the survivability and sustainability of defined benefit programs for the benefit of those public sector employees, Mr. Speaker, because the pension promise is about providing a percentage of your income for life, Mr. Speaker. That's not a defined contribution, that's a defined benefit plan, and it's a good plan. We're making it sustainable, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, given that reducing the benefits of 300,000 public service workers is a surefire way to inflame a whole new generations of Albertans, and given that this PC government is actually increasing pensions and severances to managers and other insiders at the very same time, will this government come back to the table to meet with the people who actually own these pensions in the first place and start negotiating and not dictating?
His last comment around management pensions is absolutely false. He should check his facts, Mr. Speaker. He should also check his facts about the benefits that are supposedly being reduced. In fact, Mr. Speaker, for service up to 2015, no reduction. If you are on pension today, no reduction, no change, Mr. Speaker. For service earned beyond the pension guarantee of the percentage of your salary for life, guaranteed, Mr. Speaker. What we're talking about is giving the plan members and the plan payers the ability to manage it and keep it sustainable. Mr. Speaker, we're protecting the defined benefit plan, not getting rid of it.